Konnichiwa. Minasan yokoso. So we got our new vocabulary yesterday. Let's hop right in, figure out what we have forgotten, or maybe we don't. Okay, so unit 60, big 60. We're also 8 days from day 250. I haven't decided if I was gonna do a 50-day review or not. Wait. No, we're not, because it was Inktober will still be going. Maybe we'll push or do something right after. 8 days from now is the 29th. Maybe plus 3 or 4 days to review. Like review, and then like practice, and then do the review. We'll see. Unit 60. Talk about school. So we had a bunch of mnemonics that we can leverage here. Starting with the use beginning ones. Shukudai. So, shukudai. Wow. Drawing before writing makes it feel so much better. Shukudai. Jugyo. Jugyo. Yasashi. Muzukashi. Anji. Otoba. Otoba. The last two strokes are aggressive. Otoba. Uh-oh. Imi. Wait. Yeah. Oops. Hiku. Hiku. Shieru. 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 Oboeru. 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 Opposite of this. Do I have opposite of this? Wakaru? The Wakaru? No. Wakeru, right? No. No. Oh, no. No, wait. I don't think so. I don't think I have antonym of it. Nah, those are linked. They're fine. I have another pair yesterday. It was... This is memorize, teach, consult. Hajimaru. Oh no. The heck is Hajimaru? Oh, Hajimaru and Owaru. Thread and winter. Owaru. Kyokasho. Kyokasho. Isho. Jisho. What is it? Ikeru as well. Ikeru. This is like a grammar point actually. Along with that, using mo again. Mo. Mo mata. Mata. There's something else, which I don't remember anymore. So we'll stick with that. Esto relevant. Su. Esuto. Tesuto. Testo. Yeah. I think we're fine. Pretty good. Alright, unit 59. Unit 59. Let's not describe people. We're not talking about weather. No sports events. Not belongings. Not relations. What the heck are we talking about? Nature. Okay. Yikes. Alright. Alright. Wait. Did I find out yesterday that Niwa doesn't have a like stroke at the top? Or no. That's not the one. Something does not have the stroke at the top. It's not Niwa though. Whoops. So Niwa. Yama. Ike. Umi. Kiki. Okay. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Cohen. Gross. Ueno. Doubutsu. 動物園 Okay. Let's rattle off some aminals, some dobutsu. Kitsune. Panda. Lion. Oops. Just kidding. Lion. Saru. 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 Uma. Atto. Atto. Alright. Uma. Ushi. Left radical. Oh, no left radical. Oh, is this the one? This might be the one that I found. No stroke at the top. And then... Oh, no, wait. Nah, I think this one has a stroke at the top. Shika? Yeah, Shika looks like it needs a little stroke at the top. And I double checked this bottom left hand corner radical yesterday. So Shika. Hori. Counter for small aminals. Yes. Hiki. I. Actions. Naku. 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 Related. Oe. Longer. Oe. Oe o suru. Urusai. Shizuka. Shizuka. Tsumaranai. Kata da. It's yesterday too. Nikiyaka. It has the weird thing. This thing. Oh, this is the no. This might be the one without the stroke. This. Oh, wait. Is it down first? Oh, I don't remember. Fine. Right. Nikiyaka. Right. Nikiyaka. Any other predicates? I feel like there are predicates. Oh yeah, there are definitely predicates. Oyogu. Oyogu. Atsu. Suwaru. Obu. Alright, so oyogu, oyoi, oyoite, tatsu, tatte, tatte, suwaru, suwatte, obu, onbu, tombu, tonde, 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 naku, naku, nai, naite, naite. Pretty good. I think that's fine. Let's double check. Okay, that checks out. Right. So, ike, nikiyaka, ki, koe, doubutsu, 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 shika, shizuka, 馬、iki, or iki. Let's listen to this actually.
木々、
Iki, or iki. Skipping numbers. Ueno, ushi. I guess 動物園。動物園。Okay. Yesterday's unit. 宿題。宿題。授業。教科書。教科書。難しい。優しい。漢字。Where's... Yeah, oh, wait. Yeah, sorry. 漢字。言葉。言葉。言葉。意味。And 辞書。Right. We're good. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, let's get to this.
始まりました。
始まりました。
始まりました。もう授業は始まっていますか？もう
もう授業。もう授業は始まりね。いや、始まっています。
始まっています
か始まっていますか？もう授業は始まっていますか？始まっていますか？
始まります。
始まります。終わります。Oh, wait. Did I write 終わります？ I did.
終わります。授業。
授業。
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 授業。宿題。
宿題。
宿
題。
宿題。まだ終わっていない。
まだ終わっていない。まだ終わっ
ないてい
ない。まだ終わっていない。Didn't finish it? It's not over yet? Sure. Okay. As the class already started.
授業。
授業は
もう
I think that's fine placing it there, right? 授業はもう始ま started. Oh no, are you going with no.始まってます。始まっていますか? Yeah, I can see why. I'm more tempted to say 始まります. Or has it started? 始まりました. Himarimashita ka? I'll have to look into it. Hajima iteimasu ka? Wait. Oh, it doesn't accept that. Oh, that's interesting. I kind of thought it would be fine. Intriguing. Oh, that was worth a test. Intriguing.
授業
Yu-Gi-Oh. Wonder why that's the case.
始まりません。
終わり。
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 宿題。
静か。授業が始まって、starting, I guess, 始まります works, yes. 授業が始まります。座ってください。Okay.
授業
が
始まります。
始まります。座ってください。
授業
しか
始まりません。
終わり。
宿題。女の子。
離婚。女の人。
宿題。大人。
映画はもう始まっています。
映画はもう、oh yeah, you see, like, that's interesting. Why the other mall wasn't acceptable? 映画は、as if it was modifying. 映画はもう始まっています。Oh, okay. Order. Oh, this one I totally... this one's a little disagreeable. もうね寝る寝ています。
もう寝
Oh, just 寝ます。That's fine. I'm going to sleep. I'm in the process of sleeping. I don't know.
まだ宿題が終わっていません。
まだ宿題が終わっていません。まだ。The mole is inside. Let me think about this for a moment.
授業はもう
mole has to be outside. Mole. I guess because it's not the topic, it's the direct object. It's fine, I guess. もう授業は始まっていますか？
始まっていますか？
その
その授業は優しくないです。
優しくなです。
教科書
教科書。
教科書
教科書。Oh, it's call. Call was the third one. Okay. Remember that for tomorrow.
こう
call. 読みます。
読みます。
それは難しくないですか？
それは
それ
難しくないですか？
難しく
難しく Oops. I forgot about. Oh yeah, I missed the guy. 難しく
ない
ない
ですか？
ですか？教科書。
教科書
こう食べます。
こう
こう
食べます。
食べます。
こ
こう書きます。
う書きます。
その授業のテストは優しいです。
そ
その
の授業のテストは優しいです。この授業
授業の
のテ
テス
スト
トは
は優し
優
いで。
しいですす。
赤ちゃん、
人、
人、
結婚、
男の子、
男の子、
教科書、
教科書を3冊買いました。
3冊、教科書を3冊買いました。
買いました。
OK。
終わり。
優
優
し
し
い。
難
難
しい
しい。
教
教
科書
科書。
授業
妹は難しい教科書を読んでいます。読んでいます。読んでいます。読んでいます。Wait a minute. Oh, that actually breaks down. Oh no, that shortcut does not work all the time. Yomu would violate the dots. Oh, there's Sub-Zero. Hello. Hello. Oh, wait. You want to see today's prompt? It's a very wukongni. Hang on. Oh, I'm a bit tired. Had another long day yesterday. Hang on. Check it out. It's very wukuni, you know. We needed to draw a long. So that's today's prompt. We need to draw a long. Oh, not really. It's actually the mountain range. But whenever you think of wukong, right? If you think about like kind of that kind of thing, when you think about climbing a summit, right? It's giving long, yeah. When you ever climb a summit, right? It's kind of like it's a figurative and a literal thing in wukong, but the idea is when you climb a summit, it's like a dragon, right? You're ascending, that kind of thing. So it's very, very Japanese and Chinese, if you will. So the prompt was called ridge, and ridges typically are near the summit of a mountain. So that's kind of why I ended up drawing a dragon, because when you do that, it's a very spiritual kind of. Speaking of like spiritualism, Yinglong, yeah. Golden dragon, that's your Chinese zodiac, actually. Oh, interesting. Your dragon, huh? Sounds like someone's underperforming as a dragon. Kidding. Year of the hare here. The rabbit zodiac. Yeah, I'm the hare. Okay.
私
私の
の
妹。妹ね?
弟
Oh no, I was thinking little sister. 弟。私の弟は難しい教科書を読んでいます。
読んでいます。
Hey, don't play with me. You only end up playing with yourself? What does that even mean? I read that somewhere the other day. I don't... Wait, what does that even mean? Hey, don't play with me. You only end up playing... Oh, wait. Can I get a little context? Is that like saying I'm unreliable? Is that what the person is saying? Like, don't play with me because I will ghost you kind of thing? Or is it like taking jabs? Like, if you insult me, you're gonna end up insulting yourself? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't understand it.
教科書
What's the context for that?
優しい
宿題
授業
Oops.
授業
難しい。
日本語は少し難しい
They
です。
just mean you'll play with yourself as in FAP. Don't play with me. You'll only end up playing with yourself. That's oof. I mean, I didn't wanna go there, but that is a stretch, man. That doesn't check out. I don't even know how that works. Is it a person telling another person to stop being a simp or something? Like stop like fawning or being a sycophant? I'm not following how one would say something in that manner. Like, I'm too good for you kind of thing. Maybe. Actually, I'm too good for you might sound. That kind of checks out. 日本語は少し難しいです。 英語。英語はとても難しいです。We're having the discussion right now.
この
このテスト。
テスト
To this day, I smile and chuckle a little. Not that to myself, because when people say like language learning, any language in general, like however, it's usually referring to English. Like, oh yeah, English, easy peasy. And then I'm just thinking, I can't say that about any language. Because if you sit here and you think about the language, then it's just, then it becomes, well, I guess I'm going to be learning for the rest of my life. Which to me sounds like a great thing. To another person, it'd be like, nah, it's easy. You learn like 98% of the things in like 3 months. Like, easy clap. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't want to be a bearer of bad news. However, if that gets that person learning language and, feeling satisfied, I have nothing to I don't have anything constructive to contribute. このテストは全然優しくないです。
全然
優しくない
です。
Here's an easy test and a difficult test. Speaking of tests. 優しいテストと難しいテストがあります。Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, are they using the conjunction? Like, they're describing... Oh, is that how you structure that? No, wait. No, that's not how you structure that. I was going to say there's an easy and difficult test, as opposed to easy test and a difficult... No, that clearly says an easy test and a difficult test. 優しいテストと難しいテスト. Oh no, they didn't. So wait, so they are doing that. 優しい So 優しくと難しい Oh, it's probably this. 優しくと No. と優しく Wait, 優しく難しいテストがありますと Oh, no, I'm kidding. Kidding. I see the other test. I was thinking maybe they were getting me to do say easy and difficult tests. Oh, they both work? Oh, interesting. You miss learning Chinese? I wish I was majoring in language right now so I could spend my time doing it. Oh, they both work? So does that also... Okay. Because I was gonna say you can probably do as a compound, right? You mean this, right, Lotus? 優しいテストがあります. Right? Or do you need the... I don't think you need the toe. Oh, you still need toe? Oh, okay. If it's not toe, then it's an easy and difficult test, right? Like it's one test that is both easy and difficult. However, if you make it into a conjunction like this, it means one and the other. No. Yeah, I got it. But what I mean is, so is this saying two tests, an easy one and a hard one, a difficult one? And then how would you say an easy and difficult test? It's slightly grammatically incorrect. Oh, okay, yeah.
と優しく
That's
優
fine.
しく
You kind of already
優し
answered my
く
question by
優
saying
し
that.
テスト
It's
と
fine. It's fine. This does mean to test though. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Testo in that class. Okay. その授業は I kind of want to say その授業には but maybe they're doing その授業のテストは優しいです。
その授業のテストは優しいです。
That English though. That English for this answer. That English. I'm saying. Just saying.
覚えません。
覚えません。
覚えます。
Oops.
覚えま
テレビを見て寝ました
How else would you translate it? From the Japanese, that class's test is easy. Yeah. And the reason why I say it this way is because we're translating. We're not interpreting. When I made the comment, I was like, cool, it's interpreting. Because that other statement, in my opinion, was a two-layer interpretation, not a translation. This would be in my opinion, a quote unquote like kind of a one-to-one translation in position as well. Right, the positions are more relatable, but this thing is like I would even argue that colloquially kids do be saying this as opposed to saying the test in that class is easy, which is interjecting a preposition in the middle of a sentence. Like it's kind of less of what people say, in my opinion. So this is what I mean. It is neat though that they turn a phrase. I would refer to that as a turn of phrase, where they use the English interpretation was a turn of phrase on saying that class's test is easy, and it would be like S's because I don't know, people don't say the class test is easy. They say the class's test is easy. Even though it ends in an S. I don't know. English.
テレビを見て寝ました
テレビを見て
見て
ね
テレビを見て寝ました
寝ました
寝ました
テレビを見て寝ました They're two separate statements. But oh yeah, right. The te makes it two separate. Yeah. The conjunction, right? Man, I gotta get used to this. They're doing this more regularly now. Actually, it's ramped up. The like when they introduce a new vocabulary word, it's in a simple sentence, but now all the other sentences are conditionals, or like a lot of them are conditionals, or like conjunctions, or something. Like there's a subjunctive, like a slight subjunctive, or a like a they call it. I forgot what they're called. A dependent clause or something. A dependent phrase, which is kind of neat.
漢字漢字
I like it. It feels closer to the Chinese course. Although the Chinese course has been like that the whole time.
は
Oh. Someone already explained this to me. Oh yeah, it was Hideyoshi.
覚えます。
Oboimasu.
覚え、
Kanji. Kanji.
漢字、
漢字をたくさん覚えました。漢字
Kanji
を
o takusan oboemasu. 覚えました。
たくさん
たくさん
覚えまし
覚えました。
た。
まだ家に帰ってはいけません。
The dependent clauses go crazy in Japanese. Are you saying that in general? Or are you saying at some point they kind of go crazy? Or because I believe it. Japanese culture in general is a very conditional culture. If you know what I mean. Like it's startlingly the opposite of Americanized culture, Americanized internet culture, where like people vastly use hyperbolic overgeneralization. Meanwhile, I feel the Asian face culture side of things would provide tons of conditionals. Like when I try to I don't how to explain go crazy, huh? All right. Well, sometimes you hear like 3 sentences. Yeah, that I know what you mean. You don't need to explain anymore. I mean, have you heard my English, Lotus? Like, Lotus, real talk. Real talk, Lotus. Have you seen the Discord, how I type in English? They put a noun that is modifying. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Hello there, Cozy. No, but real talk. Have you seen my like? And I'm like, holy crap, this means something completely different. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean? Oh, I see. That's interesting. I look forward to it, I suppose. So you're talking about Japanese in general. That answers my question. Talking about Japanese in general. Fair enough. I feel that I'm very articulate. Sometimes I do wonder, as opposed to being verbose. Discord though, oh. What are you throwing shade at me? Yeah, my typing is way more rambly and more verbose. I think I have like 4 subjunctive clauses. That's even in the Discord. Oh, that's even in the Discord. Oh, even in the Discord. Oh, okay. Oh, it's not the same. It's demo, not demo. Okay. I was about to say that's kind of funny. It illustrates the exact point that you're making about Japanese and conditionals. You, you see where I'm getting at, Lotus? I think that's a hilarious thing that you just did demo and demo. They're like, well, but Discord though. I'm like, wait, what do you mean by but Discord? Are you countering? Okay. Yesterday I had this conversation. We're not going to talk about it too long, but I did meet someone who's been learning Chinese on and off for 5 years, and they're not diaspora and they're from the United States. One thing I had to say from that conversation is that you mentioned how Japanese is like can get crazy where it means a different thing when you have like the things next to each other. Now, while that is a thing in Japanese, the topic that we were talking about yesterday is that the overgeneralization and the super simplification of English makes it where you can't actually figure out what that person means. So in my thought is like, oh sure, let's just let the Japanese roll with the crazy complexities because you you know there's enough detail there. Meanwhile, you have the opposing thing. It's like, oh, hey, pretty much everyone does this. And then immediately I'm like, oh, everyone, huh? I don't do this. I don't see how that's everyone. It's like, no, no, no. Everyone as in like not everyone. Like almost everyone. Like, well, I mean, sometimes, I have friends who don't do that. It's like, well, not almost everyone. Like close enough to everyone. That's what I mean by everyone. I'm like, oh, okay. That's actually a real discussion that I had with someone who hasn't returned at all to like have a deeper conversation. Where like, oh yeah, pretty much all translators do this. I'm like, I mean, aren't we like translating now and not doing that? It's like, well, like not all, but all. I'm like, okay. So you're saying not all. Like, no, no, all, but why are you being so nitpicky? It's like, I'm confused. Like, if you're saying all, please tell me. Like, I don't really know. You know? I'm not sure if any of this is going through, but generally speaking, I feel like English just doesn't mean anything anymore. I just mean all the ones I'm talking about. Exactly. And I feel like Japanese, I don't know if you feel like I don't know enough Japanese, but maybe that's what it feels like. It qualifies it. So maybe it's clear enough like, oh, all the people I know. So you have to say all the people I know, right? What's a really hard kanji or Chinese alternative that has too many meanings? That's like 50% of I would say like that's like 30 to 40% of the first couple kanji. Oh wait, oh yeah, but that's kind of hard to quantify because like for example, like this, that's in so many things. So maybe one word. Yeah, that's a lot. I think so many of the predicates have 10 or so things. I can't think of all of them. I know that they have a lot of meaning. I only pay attention to the ones that their definitions have been used, like suru, for example. Wait, suru doesn't have a kanji, or suru is not typically in kanji form. But suru is a good example, I suppose. Like, oh, what was the most recent one? Oh, hiku. Hiku. This one, this kanji has, and it specifically hiku has, I think, like 15, at least 15 listed. Yesterday when I was looking at hiku. Uh, let's see. Oh, I was wrong. It has 20. I can't think of ones with lots of meaning, but definitely there are a lot of readings for some. Yeah, so hiku, this hiku has 20 meanings, at least listed in Jisho alone. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's also a stuff. Yeah, yeah. But she she asked she asked. Yeah, it's a suffix. But she asked, what's a kanji that has a lot of meanings? Is that it doesn't matter if it's a suffix. It's a kanji that has a lot of meanings. No? You're providing a conditional that deflates the answer to the to the question. I mean, it didn't mean to meant to be active. Isn't sudo one too? Yeah, I just picked a suffix as much as I can. Which means that if I like to think about it though, isn't that like adding li? I feel like adding li or a helping verb. I feel like those things are more like helping verbs. So like technically is no, I mean that's not helpful, is it? Because there are lees. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want to use grammatical words anymore. You and your suffix. You're insuffixable, Lotus. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just wanted to make a pun. Listen, not every day do I think of a dad joke immediately, okay? I'm gonna show you an additive. Alright. Mada ie ni ka. I say they're more like in the phrases jump in, rush in. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. So here's my thing though, right? I was going to say something like that in, however here in, right? In the English sense is compartmentalized, as in like you can define it as in, as opposed to defined it as dependent on the other thing, if you know what I mean. Yet and I know what you mean by like, here's the weird thing. When you said suffix, like hiku is a suffix, I'm like, oh yeah, a Japanese suffix. And then I start thinking like, wait a minute, what is an English counterpart? And I started thinking about in or li, right? And I'm thinking the reason why I gravitate towards li is because li is dependent on what is in front of it. In, when you define in, it's in. But then I thought, li, you could say it's a manner of something. So then the definition stays the same. It's always the manner of something. And I'm like, I don't know. That's when I said, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't want to talk about grammar anymore. So many counter arguments to my own arguments before I even say them. I can't, sometimes one day I'll write this down and I'll introduce you to the world when the tumultuous depths of my mind whenever I go and consider an answer. Mada ie ni taite wa ikemasen. Oh yeah, and there's this thing. Ikeru. Ikeru, I feel, is more like in. I think Ikeru, like the way Ikeru is being used here, is more like the way of, manner of, within of, jump in, rush in. Interestingly enough, what a coincidence, by the way. It's a coincidence. Like it's can, but like, you know, like helping. It's kind of like a helping verb or a linking verb. Those are the suffixes. In that sense, yeah. Like helping verbs, like sudo. I feel like sudo. A lot of times, I'm like, that's a helping verb. Or that places in a linking or a helping verb situation. So sudo ends up acquiring whatever comes before it, much like all the other examples that we have. Like ikeru also inherits whatever's before it. So it cannot go home yet, right? It's still always manner, but now since you can't that manner, it's the phrase. This phrase is now this. Sudo is to make an adjectival state. Yeah, so that means it acquires everything that the adjectival state acquires. Like That's kind of what we are talking about. The essence of suru is that it is attached to the thing that it is modifying. When defined. So like, for example, how do you say travel? Well, you could say as a suru phrase if you want. Suru itself will not tell you that it's traveling. Persian does that a lot for seemingly basic verbs like open. Oh, really? That's interesting. A language that is conducive to making it that way. That's kind of a thing I feel like Japanese would be more prone to do. If you know what I mean. It feels like a building block kind of thing. Like do this, do that, do how that, and then build it up. Does Chinese do that? No, Chinese basically does the opposite. And I feel articulation when you speak English, articulate people tend to avoid doing that. Articulation, like being articulate, gets elevated. The perception of being articulate is when you avoid doing things like that. Like for what I just did, or just did. That is this and that. Like, and being more articulate means you replace those, or habitually replace those words, concise over time. Bonds, okay. To make open, interesting. To make open, oh, wow. Huh.
大人
So everything seems phrasic. To make open. To put electricity in lights. Like, you know, I make myself into house and then hit switch to put electricity in light. That's kind of what I think about when I think about suru and others. Like I do the traveling in Spain as opposed to I travel in Spain, that kind of thing. So you go and change everything into a modifying like phrase. I move myself from outside. And now I put myself inside house. That kind of thing. Where it sounds like a procedural coding. I think Lotus has better examples, being someone who's more of a coder than I am. Where you do all the prompts like step by step. Like move target A to position C. And then have C position, set C as the new position for subject A, and then continue on that, and you're like specifying every intermediary action very, very specifically. Or you can do Navajo way with 0 adjectives. What the heck? Navajo has 0 adjectives? Dang.
漢字
Oh, that's right, because okay, I see how you could reduce the amount of adjectives.
漢字
Kanji,
赤ちゃん
Akachan.
人
教科書
It would be very interesting to learn a language with 0 adjectives. Boy, would that be some mental gymnastics. To carve your use of adjectives. Is there a language that has no that doesn't distinguish between an adjective and an adverb? I absolutely I just did it now. I absolutely love adverbs, but sometimes I am prone to overuse adverbs in English. I can't really do it in Japanese even if I want it. Even stuff like purple refers to some flower. Yeah.
覚えました。
Opoimashita.
優しい。は、
は、
覚えます。
覚えます。
漢字。
教科書を見ていいですか？
教科書、教科書、教科書を見ていいですか？
始まり、
始まりだ
始まり
sorry
教科書
教科書、教科書を
見ていいですか？
Yeah, like いいですか? So, whoops. I totally minimized like this thing. This phrasing is probably the closest I can think of to how this thing will acquire a ton of definitions depending on what this is. and if you place ikeru, that's how I'm imagining it. If you place ikeru here. Or you could also replace this with like iru, and then iru ends up very dependent on that, but you can still kind of define them as one thing. If there were a good Navajo course, I would commit to stream where people can watch my mind and body decay.
は、
Are you suggesting live streamers are there to demonstrate their passion decaying? I'm kidding. Dying 1 minute at a time.
言葉。
Truth. Otoba.
覚えます。
Oboemasu.
授業。
Jugyo. I'm joking about that last statement.
漢字。
Kanji. But in a way, it's a very dark humor about people who live stream. You watch them waste away. Quite literally. Not in a bad, not in a bad way. More of an exchange way.
漢字を覚えます。
Kanji o oboemasu. Oboe? Okay. Kanji. We'll memorize the kanji. Oboemasu. I do not remember well. Well now. Oboe, oboe de nai? Oh, wait.
よく
Yoku. I forgot about Yoku's alternative.
覚えてない。
Yeah, oboete nai. Yeah, I forgot about Yoku's alternative. Which section of Japanese are you currently on? You're on section 2? Welcome. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yes. No. I got a better one, Cozy, for a sec. I am on section 3, unit 60. Xenakis. I got one for you too, Cozy. What is it? What does Zazu sing? Oh, the trouble I've seen. Something. The sorrow I feel, or something like that. What was the lyrics? It's something like the trouble I've seen. Something. The trouble I've seen. What is the song? What is the lyrics? And that's kind of how I'm feeling too. When you see it, it's like, yeah. Nobody knows, yeah. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows the sorrow. That also elicits the hello darkness, my old friend, as you watch someone's body decay as they live stream struggling to learn a language. Okay. I'm not saying that's how it feels. There are verb templates for conjugation, aspect, etc., but Navajo is just subject to swapping their position if it sounds better. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of like that idea though. In a way, you kind of do that when you're learning another language, or at least I feel like me and Lotus kind of do that already. It's one of like it's almost like a built-in mnemonic device. Like the languages that go beyond, like, adds those layers of construction. I feel in order to make them more approachable, the mnemonics approach it in that similar way, where you're swapping subjects until it sounds better. Like, how did I remember, right, today? How do I remember Jugyo, right? The kanji. It's fake I, and fake boku. And what does fake I and fake boku look like? It's like, well, they look like that, so we swapped something that kind of looks like that, and that in turn helped me remember what the new character is. So the mnemonics are relationships between the things you already know, and so if all the things are built relationally to the things prior, then you might not necessarily need conditionals and alternative layers to capture the meaning. You can say something like, I don't know, plain Japan, sun up, right? Sun plain Japan, right? So then all you know is like you're gonna travel to Japan, right? Or snow plain Japan, birthday cake, something like that, which conveys the idea. It's kind of like emojis now that I think about it. Like stringing together emotes without using, certainly Japanese in more natural becoming order of words becomes yeah, certainly in more natural becoming order of words become. Yes, that is quite it. Oh yeah, I'll my name is the same as my Twitch handle, and I'll follow back once I complete these last two prompts. I think there's still two more prompts left. You cannot go home yet.
いえ、いえ、
ね、
まだ
まだ家に
帰
帰ってはいけません。
いけます。
Okay. Oh, there are two more. Do you remember the trouble I've seen? I'm kidding. Okay.
覚え、
覚え. Do you remember?
い、て、
Oops. 覚えてますか?
ますか、
Oh.
あなたは、
They wanted you. Okay. All right. I'll follow back in a bit. Taneka's. You may not look at another student's test. Hands up. Who has? I'm kidding. You don't have to self-incriminate yourself.
テスト テスト
Ooh, why are there so many choices? Okay. 他の学生のテスト You may not テストを見てはいけません。
いけません
Someone cheated off you once. Goody two shoes over here. Someone who's never cheated in school. Goody. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be a philosophical question. This is gonna be it's more of a philosophy thing. I've cheated a lot in life. This is a subversion comment. Out of context comment. What I mean is, I feel luck is cheating. And I've gotten lucky a lot of times in my life. So it almost feels like life threw me a bone. Sometimes luck feels like cheating. I wanted it to be a little deeper. Sorry. I don't want to rain on people's parade, but I think one of the wonderful saying is, be grateful for what you have, right? Because sometimes it feels like cheating. I've said this seldomly nowadays. I don't usually say phrases like this anymore. Like emotional, like motivational things, or I feel like those things, lots of people go out of their way to say those things and then twist the words and whatnot by cheating. Having luck can be a good thing, not always cheating. Well, cheating is not always a bad thing. So, touche. Like, I will refute that. I will do you one better. I didn't say cheating was bad. The reason why I brought it up was because sometimes when people do something too easy, when it's too easy, they feel like it's cheating themselves. I know I'm being like I'm really serious about this. I feel like sometimes when people think something is easy for them, they choose not to keep up with that thing because it feels like it's cheating themselves. What does that look like? Someone who don't bother walking for health because it's not hard enough. I witnessed this countless times. Like, well, then they would go and find excuses and say, well, walking is boring. It's like, well, let's go together. Let's walk together and let's make it less boring together. That's kind of this thing. I was alluding to that, but yeah. It's true though. I agree, having luck can be a good thing. Actually, I think having luck is a wonderful thing and something to be very, very grateful for. In fact, you can leverage that if you see luck, right? That's what I mean by that's also what I mean by opportunities. Sometimes when someone is very fixated on what constitute as too easy and too hard, it's difficult to understand what you can take from that opportunity of being lucky. And that, to me, is how you take things for granted. I know English, yet I choose to learn Japanese and Chinese. So you could say I was lucky that I learned English, which someone did actually say that. Someone accused me that said, oh, you know English, that's why you're bad at learning other languages. Like, no, I am lucky and privileged to know English, and I'm choosing to learn things. That's why I'm bad at it. I'm choosing to learn something. That's an appreciation for something that I have by circumstance, right? Breathing is too easy. Oh no. Random question. What is my college major? my college major, so for my bachelor's, was in science. It was in biochemistry, molecular biology. That was my bachelor. My PhD is in biology, but it was in virology, retrovirology to be. Molecular biology is probably a little bit more specific to differentiate from biology. Biology is not descriptive enough. It could be anything. Although molecular biology could be anything too. So added retrovirology, I feel like it's close enough. You're looking for more options on... Oh, you're looking for more options on majors since you're going to college shortly. Oh, interesting. I was a biochemist and molecular biologist. You're probably going to study disaster science. Oh, interesting. I didn't even realize that's a thing. A disaster science, like in climate weather. You were curious? Okay. That's interesting. So do you have an interest in like climate change? Does climate change and like natural phenomena interest you? That sounds amazing. Yeah, natural disasters. Yeah. Huh. Kudos. That's awfully different. I haven't heard that yet. You are the first one who actually said something about any form of science. The last 16 people had something to do with computer sciences. Okay, the computer or sciences. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I meant physical, like natural science, like not man-made science. So the last 16 or so language learners that I've met, they are in school for computer related things, technological related, largely the computer sciences. There are some people who are interested in like language. Computer science is natural. No, it's Anthropocene. Finite automata? No, that's Anthropocene. That's anthropic, or and it's of nature of Anthropocene. Observing natural disasters is very different. Context-free grammar? What do you mean? You're not computer science? Oh yeah, that's right. Cozy is not. That's right. Lotus. I don't know what Lotus went to school for, actually. I didn't ask him, interestingly enough. I disagree with that incredible generalization that computer science is natural. Not in the context that I'm using. I mean, it might be qualified. You can qualify it in your own context, but computer science is not natural observation. Oh, you use biology? I see. You majored in CS and minored in math. Topology. Oh, that's interesting. Huh.
意味 意味
Huh.
この言葉の意味を教えてください。
You are planning on studying abroad for a semester, either in Austria or Japan. Oh, that explains the Japanese. So you're learning Japanese and German. I have options for college majors, but the main ones I wanted to do were disaster science, or astrophysics. Wow. Although I do have to admit, yeah, I see the similarities. Yeah, I'm basically the opposite. Yeah, you have a master's degree, so naturally I work in advertising, speech languages. Well, I mean, that is certainly one decision. What was I saying? What you call it? Disaster science, meteorology, or astrophysics. Man, that is quite a list. Do you have access to all three of them?
この言葉の意味を教えてください。
こと
の
の How accessible is the three of them? このの
この言葉の意味を教えてください。
このの言葉このの言葉
言葉
を意味
意味
意味ね
この言葉の意味を教えてください。
教えてください。
ください。
Controversial. Of this pansy analytic convergence. Interesting. You have found some colleges that offer courses that are about those topics or related, but I'm still looking. I see. This is the most interesting conversation you have all day. This is our typical conversation. Or at least this is the typical conversation I would have about it. Yeah. We talk about I talk about education. Most. I'm not teaching anything, but I'm talking about teaching. Or talking about learning strategy. Perspective flip and mindset changes. To introduce different perspectives. Not necessarily to change people's lives, but largely to entertain intellectual. Interesting. I'm practically doing the opposite. I've in my past life, Xenakis, I did the opposite. I went, instead of going larger, I went smaller. But the reason why I'm astonished by disaster science, meteorology, and astrophysics is largely due to the nature of how big it is. The scope, in my opinion, is astronomically unfathomable to me as a molecular biologist. Like, molecular biology has taught me how almost an infinitely complex the smaller events in natural phenomena, let alone try to manipulate and understand and observe higher order disciplines like meteorology and disaster science. That is like it's an incredible emergent property. So it's a very observant type of science, as opposed to even biology felt like it's an observing science most of the time. And even then, being a molecular biologist was not specific enough or nuanced enough to sufficiently even remotely demonstrate a person's understanding of what actually goes on in an organism, let alone an entire organism like a human being. I can't tell you the complexity it takes to describe the molecular movement of molecules in your body. Whatever you do is not a life sentence. Ooh, great words of encouragement. If you find something you like more, pivot. Look for opportunities. Young-minded, remain young-minded. That's right, entertain you, Lotus? I'll show you some entertainment. I don't have anything at you already have knowledge on the topic as well, since you've been interested in them since you were young. That's great. Passion, going with your initial passion. That's great. Great starting point. You want to be a pilot, so you'll be learning meteorology and weather. Hey, there you go. There you go. Now we're resonating. Oh, whoops. Wait. Kono kotoba no. Oh, whoops. Wait. Kono kotoba. Whoops. Kono kotoba no. 意味を oh yeah 意味を教えてください。
聞きました。
聞
きました。
So there is a chance. Are you not entertained? Wait. Did the second Gladiator movie come out yet? It didn't, right? I'm waiting to hear if that line ends up in Gladiator. Oh, it's next month. I'm waiting to hear if that line actually ends up in the second movie. 弾きません。
弾きません。辞書。
So, Japan or Austria? What a wild two choices. That's so are you going there hoping for prospect in college? Actually, I didn't even ask. Are you currently residing somewhere near those places? Or are you traveling specifically to go and join the university there? Or going to a college in which it has a study abroad for those places? I have so many questions. I like asking people about their education. 85 years ago, Ridley Scott, no thank you. 85-year-old Ridley Scott, no. Oh, I mean, yeah. If you wanna do the whole ad hominem approach to film selection, yeah. 300 was it? Wait, 300. Are you not entertained? Was 300? I think 300 was the original Gladiator, when Russell Crowe challenged the arena. He refused to, like, he kind of refused at one point, but yeah, he goes around and challenges the arena if you're not entertained. Another reason why you wanted to study abroad in those places were to see if I wanted to eventually move there. Oh, interesting. Went to Austria over the summer and you really loved it. That is a honeymoon period. So, I mean, be a world traveler, spend a couple years here and a couple years there. That sounds like a wonderful, youthful life. Wicked is gonna sink it. Okay. I suppose. Some colleges there do offer studying abroad programs, so that's another thing. Oh, okay. Excellent. So this would be a move then, right? You would move there for the college from where you are. I haven't determined if, like, you're already in a neighboring country. Possibly I.
辞書。
Isho.
辞書。
May I ask why those particular ones? This is my instruction on where to go in my Zelda game. Oh no, here comes incoming Japanese. Can you include the furigana as well? Sorry. I'm kidding. Lotus is playing the new Zelda game at the as of late.
辞書。
Whoops. Jisho. Imi.
意味。
この言葉の意味を覚えてください。
Kono kotoba. Oh yeah. Koto kotoba. Kono kotoba.
意味、
Oops.
覚え、
Ah.
言葉、意味、覚え、の、 の、を。この言葉の意味を覚えてください。
No. Imi.
意味を、
Oh. 意味を教えてくだ
覚
さい。
えてください。この言葉の意味を覚えてください。
Oh, 覚え。Sorry, not she. Not 教え。覚えてください。Just go left, Lotus. Okay, so we have little Oh. And no. Thinking about a lake. Oh no, something about going south. What does it mean? Oh, south of something. What is? What could it be? Nope. Oh no. Most of your friends are moving places to study their majors. One of your friends is moving to Tennessee for medical school. Ah, yeah. Yeah. You're right. It's oh, interesting. Marshland. Marshland. Well, I mean, I guess.
引きました。
引きました. Oh, wait. 辞書.
辞書。
Yeah, that's what happens in the college. Yeah. A moving period. Gotta move to the place where you want to study. I didn't move very far from where I spent most of my life. I largely stayed within 4 or 5 hour radius, give or take a few hours. 4 or 5 hour radius around my birthplace. Currently in Louisiana, is hurricane season at the moment? Oh yeah, most definitely. It is most definitely hurricane season. And there's been a few hurricanes. Enjoy watching them. It's been fun. Boy. Yeah, I was keeping up to date, especially the 2 recent hurricanes. And I did up on my feed. By sheer coincidence, I actually met or spoke with a Chinese language learner yesterday who's from Florida. That person is alright. Did not end up in the affected area of the most 2 recent hurricanes in Florida. Please memorize the meaning of this word.
この
Okay. We just went through this, right? この言葉。この言葉の
意味
意味を
覚えて
ください。
ください。
この漢字の意味を教えてください。
One of your friends live in Florida and her neighbor's screen in back porch flew over their house in the hurricane. Boy. Boy. Oh, by the way, you are the first person from Louisiana. Yeah, actually, I don't think I've ever met anyone from Louisiana yet. Although you are also still from the South, though. It's weird. No mid-states, no like states in the middle or anywhere. It's either somewhere in the South, California, or the Northeast. Oh, I do know one person from South Dakota. He's kind of doing his thing, though. You live in New Orleans? Oh man, okay. That is a spot, alright. That is the spot. I can tell you, I like watching food content. I consume food content quite a lot. And New Orleans. One day I'll stop by and get a couple of beignets, perhaps. One day. And, throw back a few gallons of jambalaya and gumbo. Yes, a few gallons of, you know. Acquire diabetes from beignets. You should come down during Mardi Gras and try king cake. Yeah. I'm not the greatest when it comes to like exuberant festivities. However, Mardi Gras would most certainly be a thing to do in Louisiana. There's also where we crayfish boils, yeah. From Tennessee to Louisiana. Or crawfish, I guess crawfish is, I don't know why I said crayfish. Or the multiple regions that I've been is affecting my English pronunciation choice of crawfish. この漢字の意味を教えてください。Yeah, crayfish. Yeah. English do be hitting weird when you're in a cultural center. A lot of times. When you spend a lot of time in a cultural center, you get all sorts of shenanigans. Don't get like wait. Am I gonna trigger someone? I'm kind of curious if I would trigger Lotus. Is it caramel or is it caramel? I don't know where this was self-inflicted, but the whole caramel and caramel, I don't know where the origins of that came from, but yeah, there you go. I said it. How do you say... Wait, how do you... I say crayon. How crayon? No, how do you say crayon differently? Some people say crayon? Crayon? Oh, crayon. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Interesting, crayon. I can dig that. Coke and soda? Yeah, Coke and soda. What do you mean? It's obviously pop. Oh no, Lotus is on the West Coast. Lotus, listen. We need a truce here. Soda or pop? Our entire tenuous multi-billion-dollar deal is on the line here, depending on how you respond to this comment. I'm kidding. I actually use soda and pop at the same time. You haven't said anything incompatible with what I said yet? Oh. Incompatible. I like that. But the deal is in jeopardy. I actually say okay, hear me out. I actually say soft drink. Does that ruffle some feathers? I don't know. Like, would you care for a carbonated beverage or a soft drink? I don't actually say soda or pop or Coke. I actually say soft drink or carbonated beverage. I don't remember the last time I said soda or pop or Coke. Yeah, I don't think I remember saying any of that. You want a fizzy drink? Oh, a fizzy drink. Oh, that's cute. I haven't used that's like the crux of accents, carbonated beverage. When someone says, "Do you want a drink?" Like a drink, right? Instead of saying a drink, I say libation. Most of the time I say libation, as opposed to alcoholic drink, because an alcoholic drink is too lots of words, so I say libation. Would you care for a libation? Or some libation, as opposed to a drink, which is not descriptive enough. Because if you say, would you care for a drink? Are you asking me if this is an alcoholic drink or is it a fizzy drink? You know, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes because genuinely it's difficult to know. I say, do you want a Coke? Coke, any beverage besides water or milk, fizzy drink. Oh, okay, I see. Lotus, don't. Do you have to hold your pinky up? You say libation. You're not drinking yet, Lotus. Listen, Lotus, we haven't drank anything yet, okay? But I will most definitely, if you say beer, I will most definitely hold the pint with my pinky up while handing it to you. Most definitely. I will make sure to hold my pinky up as I pass you the pint of beer. Or the handle of beer. Actually, what do you say? A handle? A pint? A mug? A glass? Because I kind of say pint a lot of times and handle. As opposed to like a mug or a glass. You want a Guinness? Those are all different things. I know. You went to German. A pint is a different size than hand. Yeah, I know, Lotus. I'm aware of that. I'm not saying they're synonymous. But there is a preference. People default to the container. So whether they know if it's a handle or a pint, that is not the issue here. Or that is not the talk here. But it seems like Lotus is very, very cultured in their sizes. Although you'd be wondering what size is a glass or a mug, seeing that you're so fixated on a different size. There is actually, in my opinion, there's a consistent difference between the sizes of a glass and a mug. There's this like guy, I forgot his name. I think he lives in the United States now, but he does the alcohol, like the bartending things, and that's where all this thing is coming from. I think this discussion. I feel like Lotus is like writing notes at all. Then, not all glasses are the same size. Indeed, they aren't. Indeed, a glass is usually a pint. Uh-huh. I can get behind that. You went to Germany over the summer as well, and the beer was cheaper than water. Yes, you have to pay for water at restaurants. Yeah. I watched this Vietnamese this Vietnamese lady who's married to a German. I forgot her name, but she's on everyone's feed. She's like a top content creator. But yeah, she made a skit about that. You watched them too? Yeah, they're a very adorable multicultural couple. Especially if you're interested in like language learning, they kind of, or like cultural exchange kind of thing. It kind of fits with all the language interests, like language learning and cultural exchange. I really like that couple. Aggressively take notes. Lotus, listen. How's our deal now? You didn't answer the soda or the pop or the Coke question. Lotus. In before Lotus says those three things are also different. Actually, are they? I mean, to me they are, to some extent. Yeah, I see them as three different things. So I say soda in the company of people who say soda, and I say pop in the company of people who say pop, and then I say Coke Oh, when they're referring to Coca-Cola. Although Pepsi, Coke, I guess you can kind of.
引き、引き、
辞
書、
辞書を引いてください。Wait. Sorry. Wait.
引き、て、
I wasn't conjugated. Have you ever tried gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Yeah, etouffee? Yes, I have. Not in Louisiana though. There are some places that have transplants, people from Louisiana who open places here. Yeah, crawfish etouffee. You found a language exchange closer to you. You don't have to go in to town with 30 minutes, 1 hour bus journey to get there. Nice. For your Spanish, Cozy? Yeah, gumbo and jambalaya. Yes. That's probably why I would like the idea of going to Louisiana to have such gumbo and jambalaya. You're gonna try it? Nice. Did Lotus just ghost me? I feel like Lotus just ghosted me.
引きました。
Our bromance is over, guys. This is the end of a chapter.
優しい。
Oh, you're still here. Iru yo. Okay. Listen. You gotta answer the. Yeah, you had gumbo tonight for dinner. Oh, what do I have for dinner? Maintenance. It's probably like white rice, garlic greens, garlic sauce greens, 2 fillet of salmon, like maybe like 2 half fillets of salmon. That's probably the maintenance. And then sweet tea on the side, because I only generally eat once a day. You love the red pandas in the back? Well, thank you. You know what? Hear me out here. Hear me out. Since I started learning, yeah, garlic, and more garlic. Your stream is frozen? Oh no. Wait, hear me out here. Since I started language learning, I don't think anyone has mistaken these for something else. I think that's incredibly impressive, because I can't tell you before I started language learning how often people would ask what they are because they're unsure of what they are. But man, that's right now that's 9 for 9 for red pandas. I mean, they could be mistaken for a lot of things. Like, I was trying to be very reasonable, but now it's like I'm starting to have some pre-selection bias and assuming like, oh yeah, they're clearly red pandas. Oh, they're obviously red panda. There are kids that I've met that don't know what a red panda is yet. Because you know, it's not indigenous to anywhere other than China, and they're like practically gifts from China. So I know, right? However, the internet has kind of remediated that, and we have to keep in mind that I'm relatively old, so there was a time when if you probably weren't able to see red pandas without literally going to it. Which I have seen red pandas in zoos. That's largely how I came across red pandas my first time. I only knew of red pandas when I was older than 18 years old. because the internet was not like that back then. Imagine, just think about it that way. Think about how life was. I'm sorry, I am definitely saying a time before you were born, but there was a time, maybe 10 years before you were born, that there was a time where red pandas are only available to be seen in zoos and in photographs. Your great-grandmother, grandmother, and grandmother lived in Japan and brought back china with red pandas on it, and that's how you found out about red pandas when you were 4? Oh, that's such a cute story. The dino age. Yeah. I'm not even sure if Lotus is old enough to appreciate a time when people don't understand it. No, I'm kidding. Lotus isn't that young, right? you know, I still can't get over when was I born? I was born in 1987. Smartphones were not introduced until I almost graduated from college. Or actually, you might as well say they don't exist. Smartphones existed after I graduated college. Regular phones, the first flip phone, like a reverse engineered flip phone, the first modern flip phone was available right before I graduated high school. Like a Moto Razr was the trending phone as I was graduating college. A Moto Razr. I had one, and then after that it was the QWERTY keyboard flip phones, like the LG Voyager. I had an LG Voyager. So texting was the thing you use phones for at first. There wasn't like camera, like people didn't take pictures, thankfully, because then they would see my multicolored hair. Like there was a time when I had multicolored hair as well. But none of that is possible because there's no advent of recording devices. So we're all good. No one will ever know. Although my father kind of threatened to disown me when I had multicolored hair. Your dad was in high school when you were born, I think? Oh, dang. Yeah, we're really pushing that age now. You thought you were old. It was fine. The world was interesting. It was different. The world was so interesting back then too. Like if you had to go and do something, you literally had to go and do it. Okay, I need to expand upon this a little bit. When someone says like, "Oh, hey, we can hang out together," you literally had to hang out together. That's so weird to say. Like, hey, let's chill. It's like, okay, I guess I'll be over in 10 minutes. You thought that was normal? Oh man, these days kids don't hang out anymore. Not that it's a bad or good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad or good thing. I think the conveniences of technology has changed the way we interact with each other. I mean, right now, Twitch, like what we're doing in this very moment, is something that I embrace. Like, I like changing times. I adapt to changing times. I don't want to be like a 50-year-old that says, "Kids, get off my lawn and get off Twitch." Like you can't learn and have meaningful discussions and relate like influences and talking about deep conversations and educations online. Like I don't want to end up being that kind of person. So here I am, right? Almost 40 years old, and I'm kind of edgy, I think. I'm sort of edgy. I would say I'm edgy adjacent. I'm fairly topical. I can talk about Minecraft and Fortnuts and Apex Legends, PUBG, and more Minecraft. Constantly more Minecraft. I can only briefly talk about Roblox. That kind of thing. So it's just way, you know, times are different. I do have nostalgia for the past. Am I married? No, I'm not married. I think being able to do this is probably antagonistic to marriage in general. However, it's not to say that there are exceptional cases where this is possible while being married. Some girl overdosed in past middle school a few weeks ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, that's no joke. Yeah. I know someone. Hold on. Blind take. No. Let's be chill about this.
優しい
Yes, that's
覚えます
覚えます Okay.
意味
意味
辞書
辞書 Enough of reminiscing, right? Enough reminiscing.
お名前を教えてください。
I spend a lot of time concerning myself with younger people. Definitely around 18 years old. When it comes to like their career path and stuff, like education, critical thinking, that kind of thing. It's a very vibrant time of your life. I thought you could. That's fine. Or disc call date. Wow, wouldn't that be an interesting experience? I don't think I've had one of those before yet. Onamae wa onamae sorry, onamae o. That how you
お名前を教えてください。
Yeah, お名前を教えてください. Sorry. Arranged marriage. That's still a thing. That's still a thing on my on this side of the culture table. Arranged couples. Still very real. One of your aunt's friend is single and she's around my age? Well, that's interesting.
優しい
You're awfully precocious. I see. Your aunt.
辞書
衣装
引きます
引きます
意味引きました
引きました
辞書を引きます。
辞書を引きます It's a very kind thought. But yeah. No worries. Life's got a hold of me already for the time being. 辞書を引きます I will consult a dictionary.
私はあなたに英語を教えてほしいです。
So you still have school, right? At this point, Tanakis. How's school going? Halloween's right around the corner. I don't even know how kids do Halloween these days. Good? Excellent. I have no idea how Halloween go these days. My parents give out candy though. Straight A's the first quarter. Very nice. Well done. Sound like a straight A student.
私はあなたに英語を教えてほしいです。
私は
あなたに英語を教えてほしいです。 は
私はあなたの wait
あなたに
あなたに英語
私はあなたに英語を教えてほしいです。
の欲しいです。
教え
英語
英語
を
教え
教えて欲しい。
欲しいです。
Oh, really?
私はあなたに英語を教えてほしいです。
教えて欲しいです。Wow, that's the most complicated sentence so far. Interesting. 私はあなたに英語を教えて欲しいです。I want you to teach me English. Right, meow. Halloween around here is the same. Most high school students hang out candy though. I see. Do you partake in Halloween? I asked a native Japanese person about Halloween too. I say it's pretty. They do stuff too. I wanted to like pick their brain, but they're kind of slightly shy about using. I was gonna make a joke about taking candy from a baby in Halloween. Oh no. You have a younger sibling, so you walk around with them? Oh, that's very cute. I wouldn't mind walking. Here's what I used to do. And you can probably, I don't know if you ever do this. You're the oldest, I see. Well, most responsibilities, right? Back in the day, like, the Halloween related things that I have done in my life, the most substantial thing was in college. And you're wondering, it's like, wait, that's weird. You're a college student and you still go trick-or-treating? No. Hear me out. I'm deliberately setting up for subversion. In college, in the college that I go to, we have outreach. So for like middle school and high school kids. So each Halloween, we take the kids to Halloween at Hershey Park. Among other things, but for Halloween, we typically go to Hershey Park with the kiddos from the neighboring middle school and high school. The idea was having fun, but also having an opportunity for these high school and middle school kids to interact with college students, to encourage them to see what like college life is like. So on and off, we would interact with these middle school and high school kids, talk about like college life and stuff, and then during Halloween we go to Hershey Park, which Hershey Park I guess is kind of self-explanatory, but it's a theme park, right? In Hershey, Pennsylvania. That same Hershey. Hey, yeah, it was fun. I remember there was a time when the kids wanted to go on the roller coaster so many times. Like we went on the same coaster so many times, and I felt terrible for the ones that didn't want to do that. Like I had a few like classmates. I had a few colleagues that wasn't so receptive to that. You're in honors classes right now, so you're gonna graduate a year early so you can focus on studying language and getting a job in the meantime, so you can save up for a year before going to college. Yeah. That's awesome. Graduating early. Yeah, to say a background, in elementary school, as a quick thing, in elementary school, I was in a low income background. So my family was in a low income background. So we were like -2 years. And then around the time when I turned 13, we moved to a affluent place, a high income place. So then during my middle school years, I caught up for being 2 years behind, approximately 2 years behind. And during that time in middle school, I was identified as a gifted person. So then I had like extra enrichment. And then high school, we were still catching up. So largely high school, the idea of honors classes, I have access to some honors classes. But generally speaking, it was because I have like a cultural dissonance. So from that time on, then when we got to college is when the reset button was. Although in that regards, I don't have family members that went to college, especially in the United States. So we had to play it by ear. So we largely just applied to the closest college. Closest college that had a science program. And the rest is history. Then I spent 2 years out of post-bac. So after college, we spent 2 years working for the government in a lab setting, like a scientific research setting. And then I went to a top 10 university for graduate school. And here I am, not not in that discipline. It happens, but life is not set in stone. Yeah, I wouldn't like roller coasters either. You have severe motion sickness. Oh, okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. You're about, yeah, I have to go. Yeah, it's 11. It's late. Yeah, you have to get up at 5 tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I look forward to hearing what graduation is going to be like. Oh, I would love to hear about your graduation. It's heartwarming. Yeah. Take care. Take care, Jackus. It's 5 a.m. for you. Cozy. Indeed. Yeah. 5 a.m. is when I ended my day yesterday. You'll join tomorrow if you stream? Yeah, sure. You're always welcome. Tell me something interesting about your schoolwork. Find whatever is interesting and feel free to share. Right? I like hearing what kids are doing these days. Like intellectuals and future gens. You're in the future, Cozy. Definitely. You know what would be interesting? It's a challenge. Try me. I'll probably have something to say about a lot of things. Have to work too hard. No pressure. No pressure, obviously. The idea is to be interested in your life. Yeah, at least have someone who's interested. Yeah, no pressure. It's not a competition, but feel free. Feel free. The courses have been updated to harder things, I guess. Interesting. Save that talk. Get some rest. We'll shelve the conversation. Right. Good luck tomorrow. Where are we at? Good night. Really appreciate the conversation. Jisho.
辞書
In your
辞書難しい
難しい。難しい漢字を見て、見て、ね
辞書辞書
難しい漢字を辞書を見て、はい。
いけて
No.
くださいいけ辞書
I guess. Or
難しい漢字を
Please look up. Oh, no, no, no. You're looking up
漢字
difficult.
難しいひ見てて
Okay. So you are looking in your dictionary. Okay. Fair enough.
この言葉の意味を教えてください。
この言葉
言葉の
の意味。
意味。
意味を辞書。
辞書。
辞書を覚えて
教えて。
教えて
ください。
あOh. Oh, wait. What did I do here? Oh, I'm not looking in the thing. Wrong prompt. It's fine. Not paying attention. So this end up saying looking in your... Please look up in your dictionary. Difficult kanji. 難しい漢字は難しい漢字は辞書をlook up で引いて sorry な引いて
ください
この言葉の意味を教えてください。
この言葉
意味辞書言葉の意味を教えですください。この言葉の意味を教えてください。
Alright. We gotta focus. Oh, it's after midnight. Oh no.
この言葉の意味を教えてください。
I told myself that I'd be diligent today.
この言葉の意味を教えてください。
Meanwhile, not Lotus. Meanwhile, Sub-Zero is like doing something.
この言葉の意味を教えてください。
この言葉、I get it. 言葉、この言葉の
意味。
I feel like I use Sub-Zero as a Beetlejuice thing. If I say Sub-Zero enough, he just magically wakes up like 6 a.m. in the morning. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to work out. It's like, wait a minute, why do I have this tingling sensation of being summoned? この言葉の意味を教えてください。教えて。Has the class already started? What did I do here?
も
What did I do? Oh, the mole thing. The testing the mole. もう授業は初めて始まりますか or 始まっていますか
授業
は始まっていますか始まっていますかいや難しい漢字を辞書ねやってない
難しい
漢字をいや難しい漢字を辞書は辞書の難しい漢字は辞書 引いてください。
ください。お名前を教えてください。
お名前を教えてください。
テストは教科書を見てはいけません。
テストは教科書ね。
テストは教科書を見てはいけません。テストは教科書を見てはいけません。
見て。いけません。見ていけません。
見て
見てはいけません。
テストは教科書を見てはいけません。
テストは教科書を見てはいけません。
この漢字の意味を教えてください。
この漢字の意味を教えてください。
他の学生のテストを見てはいけません。
他の
学生のテスト
はいい。テストを見てはいけません。
いけます。
それはもういいです。
それはもういいです。それはもういいです。Yeah, this one's kind of weird. もういいです。It's saying I already have it, so that means you don't need it anymore. Like, kind of a different way of going about it. I feel it's another turn of phrase kind of thing where それはもういいです as in I already have this. So if you already have this, then you don't need it anymore. Right? Although it might actually say I don't need it anymore and I don't know. But それはもういいです is like this equivalence, right? This equivalence already or have done already is good. So I'm already good now means I don't need it anymore. Like, actually is a very, very MMORPG thing to say. I think people often says, hey, who's up for, I don't know, insert dungeon, right? Insert dungeon run. And then the response would be, I do not need it anymore. Or like implying that it's not needed anymore because they already did it. Which that's kind of humorous because these, as opposed to because and stuff, these have become equivalent. Like, oh, I already did it. So the answer is no, I don't need it.
教科書を見ていいですか？
At least that's how I'm thinking about it. 教科書を見ていいですか？
教科書を見ていいですか？
Okay.
まだ家に帰ってはいけません。
So I have to translate. Look at what it said. Can I look at my textbook. まだ家に帰ってはいけません。You, sure. テレビ見て寝ました。テレビを見て寝ました。
テレビ
テレビ
を見て
寝ました。
寝ました。
Oh? No. これを見て。Alright, 15 minutes and a dream. Let's go. Alright. Okay. 宿題。
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 Nothing like talking to
宿題。
a younger person to make you feel younger. I know how that sounds. Lots of people.
宿題。
I feel like the more
宿
common
題。
thing is, oh, it's nothing
宿
like
題。
talking to a younger person to make
宿題。
yourself feel old. I'm like,
宿題。
it's kind of overrated.
宿題。
I feel hearing the passionate wonders of a person encourages me to be younger of mind.
授業。
Yu-Gi-Oh. Get all up in that business. Kidding. Well, sort of.
Jugyo.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
授業。
Okay.
授業。
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 Jugyo.
授業。 授業。
授業。
授業。
授業。
授業。
授業。
授業。
Jugyo.
授業。
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 優しい。
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 料理店
Oops.
教科書
教科書
教科書教科書
教科書
教科書
Sometimes,
教科書
multiple choice questions do be hitting harder
教
than
科書
going out of your way to write it.
教科書
教科書
You know? That awkward feeling.
教科書教科書
教科書
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 Shukudai.
宿題
Shukudai.
宿題
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 Quick question. Do you want to find someone for you? Because I can't. No. That's perfectly all right. Oh, we'll leave that on the back
Shukudai.
burner. Why are you still up?
宿題
You little goober.
宿題
宿題
You can do. That's perfectly all right. Understandable. Thank you.
宿題
Oh, you have to put clothes away. All right.
宿題
宿題
We'll revisit this conversation another
宿
time.
題
宿題
宿題
Yeah. No worries. No worries. No hurry, right? No hurry.
宿題
Right. That's nice.
宿題
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 宿題宿題
宿題
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 宿題宿題
All right. Okay. 教科書。教科書。
教科書
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 Oh, wait. No. Got it.
教科書
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 教科書教科書
Yeah, take care. You change your mind, let me know. All right. All right.
教科書
Yes. Take care. Sleep well. Hey. Yasashi. Yeah, I will. When we're done. Thank you.
優しい
Yasashi.
優しい
優しい
優しい優しい
優しい
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 Okay. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh.
授業。
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 授業。授業。
授業。
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 教科書。
書。教科書。お
教科書。
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 教科書。教科書。
教科書。
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 Oh, wait. I reminded. Oh, maybe it's not updated yet. Hold. There we go. Ura. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting name.
授業。
授業。Oops.
授業。
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 授業。授業。
授業。
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 難しい。
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 難しい。難しい。
No surprises here?
難しい。
Oops.
難しい。
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 That was a weird interaction.
難しい。
難しい。
難しい。難しい。
難しい。
Oops.難しい。優しい。
優しい。
優しい。
難しい。
難しい。優しい。
難しい。
い。
大きい。優
優
しい。
しい。Uh-oh.涼しい。
涼しい。
涼しい。しこない。
少ない。
少ない。少ない。
難しい。
どういう少ない。
むずか。
優しい。
難しい。
難しい。
新しい。小さい。
い。
忙しい。 優しい。難しい。
優しい。
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 難しい。明るい。
明るい。
優
優
しい。
しい。
新しい。
い。
暖
暖
か
かい。What? How did... Oh...
むずしい。
冷たい。
はい。
優しい。
優しい。Oops.
優しい。難しい。
難しい。
楽しい。
楽しい。明
明るい。
明るい。Oops. 難しい。
教科書。
書。教科書。
教科書。
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 教科書。教科書。
All right. So, new things, right? We've got call. So call. And a few other things actually. More. Careful with more in terms of topic, right? Topic v object. I made quite a lot of errors today. So we have conjugations. Yeah, largely it's topic and object. Gotta pay more. I gotta pay more close attention to topic and objects. I got them mixed up, or I got them reversed a couple times, and probably gonna be our focus tomorrow. All right, that's a wrap for Japanese today. We met another Japanese language learner, soon to be college student. Incredible. It's really rewarding to hear younger people still like interested in like learning another language. I'm kind of curious what the statistics look like now. In the interview, like in a interview, the same podcast I've been referring to with, there was a comment the CEO Lewis made that kind of rang fairly sobering, where I think the trend is actually it's contrary to what a lot of people think, that the enthusiasm for secondary language is uptrending in the United States, as opposed to, like, relatively speaking, to its previous years. At least I thought that was what was inferred, or the inference that was being made, which is fantastic. And it's great to see younger, like much younger than myself, engaging in another language. I don't necessarily think the focus here is like, oh yeah, learning another language is very impressive. I more am inclined to think that the process of learning another language is can be very intuitive for developing specific skills not necessarily having to be analytical about it. I think engaging in the process of learning something like this is more so for a different part of life, right? The approach to learning another language varies in a person's lifetime and experience. So when one tackles something that's so core to the foundation of your interactions, again, at a different time in your life, that breeds new obstacles, new challenges, or novel reiterations or engagement in a manner that was once familiar, however, perhaps have the opportunity to make a new. And that's kind of like the thought that I had whenever conversing with people. I think even at 30, 50, 70, there's something really palpable of actively engaging, right? Choosing to engage in an activity that involves learning in general. Pretty cool, pretty sweet, pretty wholesome. Very precocious. A very precocious kid, I would say. Far more, far more friendlier than quite a lot. Anyways, it's not a competition. But yeah, that's a wrap for Japanese for today. And if you're gonna watch this later, arigatou gozaimasu. And until right next time, mata ne minasan. Right, ja ne. And I'm gonna get up, walk around, take a quick bathroom break, and I will be back for my Chinese lesson. All right. Thank you.